Hello, players and listeners, and welcome to another session of San Francisco by Night. Tonight, we are actually finishing up a previous session that got interrupted due to it being a late night. So, we're picking up where we left off.
The DM got yelled at.
Yes. Thank you very much. And, more. I'm just making a note here for more paperwork for Not So. As Natso finishes up, Natso's character Christine finishes up with talking with the Sizzler.
I was right. Fuck, I still had to do all that shit again.
Yep.
No. When I roll this
Welcome to
time, can I
hell.
roll? Can I roll computers?
Fine, you can roll me intelligence plus computers.
Yay. Slightly better. Let me find my actual sheet. Doopy doopy doop.
Fuck.
Intelligence, computer. Boop.
What did you
And
get?
no.
Zero. Critical failure.
Keep in mind you can only get a beat from one critical failure during a scene.
I know.
But it'd still be funny.
I'm not crit failing twice.
Alright, so
You just suck.
this takes you basically, you know you're going to have to work through your lunch period to do all this if you want to get it done right.
Fuck. Reaches in the drawer, grabs banana. Scarfs.
Oh.
How old is that banana?
Slightly riper than I'd appreciate, but not like toxic. I look at it first, and if it's like mostly okay,
You're like
All right.
70% garbage disposal.
that's offensive.
While you're doing diligently trying to work this out and just banging your head on the table while you do it, what is our lovely detective actually doing?
Probably organizing my own like case file for these murders. Cause I have like my own system, you know.
All right.
and,
So, how do you
and
organize these case files?
Probably chronologically, trying to cross-reference things like age, like gender sometimes, even though there wasn't like correlation sometimes, even though there were like random people on the street, sometimes things are not what they seem. um, but like the order and the times of like people's being murdered is important. um, but beyond that, it's just to be efficient to ourselves, not anybody else. So we're working collaboratively, but this is my thing. Don't touch my thing. There you go.
All right. So, as you're working, can you give me a perception check?
Oh boy, I'm really good at these. That should be with composure, right?
Yeah. And I believe you
Okay.
get +2 from being a werewolf.
Yep. Normal with composure. Okay. don't need to roll initiative. Modifier 2.
You know, Creed,
And
just
tell me what the results are.
7 successes.
All right. So as yep, as you're working, you spot from the corner of your eye, um, you see Valentine hunched over, chomping on this banana, obviously getting more and more frustrated as her pigtails seem a little bit more frazzled than normal. And yes, for some reason she's wearing pigtails. Like, not just like down pigtails, there was little poppy pigtails, perfectly shaped,
perfectly
except they're
shaped.
not really shaped right now. And hovering over her looks to be a um, tall, slender woman with in a business suit. Only instead of a head, she has a um, she has a filing cabinet in place of her head, and she's watching Christine tapping her foot impatiently. Christine doesn't seem to notice her, nor does anyone else in the building. But once in a while, you'll see um, little um, pa- paper birds that seem to be made of like files fly by, and this woman will snatch them out of the air, and one of the drawers, the bottom drawer, will open up, and she'll just stuff it in there and shut it, almost like she's eating.
The fucking. Well,
Physically confused.
I wish
Is
I
this
had
a
spirit eyes, but okay.
is this a
Out of
spirit
character.
friend?
It's a spear in the twilight.
Yeah, I thought so. It's just like I'm gonna look in my coffee cup, see that it's empty, and be like, okay, I'm awake. um, it doesn't provide me anything, but it's for comedic effect. I don't know. Like it's not doing anything. it's it's this is my character's mentality. Okay, it hasn't killed anything.
All right, so you're just going to leave it.
I'm gonna watch it. If it does do anything, I'll deal with it. But if it's just sitting there, I don't. If it's living its life eating birds, I don't know what to do with it.
All right.
If it's
At
do
some
anything, I'll
point, just I'm gonna give up on typing this shit, and I'm gonna like it's worth the fucking headache at this point because it's not getting any worse. So I'm just gonna go ahead and plug the cords in and just put 2 cords in my mouth, and I'm just gonna start digitally doing this shit.
Okay. If it starts doing shit, I'm gonna stuff it into a fucking coffee cup. And we're going to have a magic
Does it
coffee cup.
does it get
Decides to
madder
do
because I'm like
things.
doing this bullshit with cords?
No, it it seems to the shoulders seem to relax a little bit as you do that, and um, there seems to be a bigger frequency of these files flying around you
Going into the Matrix.
as you're finally generating more essence.
Oh no. I'm at work. I'm like doing my thing. I'm doing my detective thing, and he's sitting around here eating files. And what do I do with her? What do I do with her? I'm gonna go over to Christine. I'm just gonna go over there.
The spirit will stop, look up as as you get up to walk over. Her body tenses. She'll look around briefly, then start to literally run away.
Good, fuck off.
You say that out loud?
Sure. Oh shit!
I'm
I
sitting.
forgot
I'm
how
just
God
sitting there with
is,
like
alright?
mentally like in a phase. I blink. I turn, and you just see just like two power like cables hanging out of my mouth. I just give you an eyebrow, like, hmm.
Hi, pigtails. I mean, shit. I mean, hey. Um, you want help? That's all I could think to say.
Um, no, I've got this. You see her eye twitch. She's like, I got this.
Are you, are you, okay, not to be mean, but are you sure? You don't look quite right.
Could you grab me a coffee at least?
Yeah, okay, see ya. Fuck away, go get a coffee.
I turn and I don't even like resist. I just let my head slump against the counter, just dunk.
Not telling me what to do. I'm fucking spiriting around. He's grumbling. He's walking. Just fucking shows up, just runs away. Thunk, thunk, thunk,
When you
thunking
walk away, it
around
just kind of
in the file
peeks
frame.
its file cabinet head over the like little like thing and looks back down. Yes, yes.
Pretty much. And we just roll some. Go upstairs. I want to roll something for this.
Toughness for the table.
No.
Yeah, I don't think I was. Yeah, I don't think I'm heavy enough to break a table. Now, if I headbutted it, yes, but
Slam your head into the table. Actually, I'm just rolling to see quick if it will do this.
Touches anything, I'll punch it. I'm
You
that
walked away to
ability.
get. You walked away to grab coffee.
Oh, but I'll be coming back. I'm a coffee expert.
Yeah, but the second you walk away, it peeks over, and it's going to
Oh
use
yeah.
influence
no.
paperwork to cause you even more. Basically, there's a. It uses influence paperwork, um, and basically through a snafu and filing and everything. By the time you look up again, you have about a um, stack of like 10, 15 more data pads on top of what you already had done, needed to do, that you now have to do.
Let's fucking do this. I start blasting metal. I open up a tab in my head, start blasting metal music. It's like the low, the what's that music? It's a music video by the fucking
Oh, the college humor
yeah, the
guy.
college shit, the lo-fi music to binge to, anti-lo-fi metal music to
Ooh.
cram to. Yes, I start blasting that, and I just
Look, what you have to remember about the spirit, Mr. Smokey, you can easily identify as uh, probably like a rank 2 Bureau of Bureaucracy.
Slap it. I'm gonna slap it right in its dumb ass face.
So you're going to run over and just try slapping it?
No, I'm mentally doing it.
How are you mentally doing
you
it?
can't. Yeah, I
I'm
think you
not
have to physically
actually doing
maul it.
anything. I'm mentally doing it in my head, but it's not actually happening. God, I'm not
Okay.
like some mage. Sorry, I'm very sassy in the morning.
There is one here, but he's not strong enough to do that. And I don't think that's his forte, is spirits.
I actually do. I'm just fucking thinking about it out of character.
All right.
Messing
Does this
around
is this spirit
with
pleased by
someone.
my sheer fucking determination and rage to fit?
It doesn't care about your sheer rage.
Oh,
It's just found a good. You naturally generate essence. It's minor, but the longer it can keep someone doing paperwork, the better.
it's like, wait, you're really bad at
And
this.
what you have to understand is police office for it's a sphere of bureaucracy, and police offices are excellent places to generate essence it needs. Sure, it has to be dodging werewolves the entire time, but that also means bigger, scarier spirits probably don't come in here.
So, do I have to roll again?
Yes.
Okay. Here's the thing. If I fail this, definitely make me roll a fucking uh resolve composure.
Oh, you'll see what you get to roll.
Oh god. I'm gonna fucking willpower this. So that's a +3.
That's that's probably a good idea.
Yes!
What
What?
did you get?
What?
All right. So it takes you a good rest of the day to finish up all this paperwork, which means you don't get your partner had to go on patrol without you.
Oh.
But Wiggum's orders are Wiggum's orders.
Yeah, Wiggummed.
By the time you're done, your head is pounding. You're on your probably like third cup of coffee, and you just want to go home.
But I'm apparently bringing you plenty of coffee.
She does. It's
Others,
hot as fuck coffee, and she literally just chugs it.
I mean, I don't know if besides the first cup is besides the. I mean, I assume the first cup's from Russ, but I don't know where the other cups are from. You might have taken breaks to get coffee. You might have just. I don't know.
At some point, I just walk into the thing, and people are standing around the coffee machine. I just take the pot, slam it back down, and just walk away.
Sure.
Still have
Um, Russ, you've started organizing these files. You've been doing research on. Are you going to? My question is, how would you go about this?
doing research. Well, I'm gonna
Or,
use.
I mean, are you going to use computers? Are you going to go out interviewing people? Are you just reading through all the case files?
Well, I'm gonna use my resources that I've been given, like, because I'm working in collaboration with the gang department, so they would have base knowledge on blood dogs,
All right.
or if they might not, possible.
All right. In that case, since you're basically interacting with these, um, trying to get information from the gang department, gang task force, can you roll me a presence plus investigation?
That investigation, professional training.
Did you ever do your specialties, by the way?
No, but I will just play without them until we're done.
Yeah. They're no big deal.
Not too big of a deal. 3 successes.
All right, that'll get you. And I forget, do you have investigative prodigy?
No.
All right, so that'll draw up one clue for you. Um, so while doing this investigation, the clue I am going to give you is you get a better look at one of these guys, um, and or one of the gang members. It's a picture of basically you're going through files. You come across a picture of an autopsy of one of the gang members. Um, the picture, the guy's fairly normal, but you're drawn to his um, arm, which is heavily tattooed with bright red nano tattoo, like the so it's basically um LED tattoos, which while they're a newer art form, it's not uncommon to see people with these. They technology has been around for about like 10, 15 years, and it's now hitting street level. Um, what draws your eye, however, is um, the tattoo is actually the swirling forms and patterns um, seem to resolve into a actual letters in the first language, the language of werewolf and spirits. It actually says slave to the master.
Interesting.
So that's the clue you get from your investigation check today.
I guess like the next logical direction to go is to look up where to find plenty of like people who do these neon tattoos, or is that just everybody that's the tattoo shop, or is it, as you said, rare ish?
Uh, it was rarish, say 5 years ago, but it's becoming more commonplace nowadays. There's probably about like 4 or 5 body mod shops that actually do it with in Seattle.
All right.
So
Well, then
you
we're gonna put those down.
all right, and we're actually going to get to that later. I don't want to go too deep into this case right now. Besides, your day is done. Um, work is coming to an end. You've got a clue that you can go on to later on, or put your monkeys onto it.
I'm my own monkey, thank you.
You're
Oh,
your own monkey.
yeah.
So, my question is after work, do you have a social life after work?
No, not a very good one. If anyone like offers to go to a bar or something, he'll say yes. But other than that, he's never really.
Jenkins might
He never
ask him to
really
go to
pushed
the leaky
himself.
tap.
All right. Well, Jenkins going to come up to you as you're about to leave and basically wrap his arm around your shoulder and start um, basically go, hey, where do you think you're going? We've got a meeting at the Leaky Tap. he's going to start leading you away. In the meantime, Christine,
Yep.
as much as you want to go to Leaky Tap, probably, you've got errands to run after work.
Yeah.
You, for some reason, you still have to pick up dry cleaning. Because, well, you're not plainclothes detective. You have to actually wear officer uniforms. You have to keep those nice and pressed. Unless you get some sort of hollow uniform, so you can walk around secretly naked while wearing a holographic uniform.
Yeah,
Um,
that sounded unnecessary and too kinky for my conservative taste. So we're going to just wear actual fucking clothes like a human being.
Look, it still covers you up with nice hard light. You have to do that. Um,
My suburban conservative values.
let's see, what else do you have to do? Well, obviously, you need to go. It's your turn to go to the grocery store.
Just yelling these people all over town.
Anything else you can think of?
Uh, no, that was see. Oh yeah, Nick asked me to drop something off at work for him. I totally
All
get a
right.
text to like go to Modoc and give him something.
Well, I don't want to do Modoc stuff because I have no idea what's going on with Modoc.
Okay, so we won't do that because you're weak.
Yeah. I'm not weak if I don't know the other GM's issues with Modoc. If it was Aerotech, I could definitely do stuff for Aerotech or the Chino group, but Modoc, not so much.
Okay, then yeah, it's literally just groceries and that, and at that point, I'm pretty sure
All
I'm
right.
burnt out.
Yeah. So you have to literally drive across the city to go to this small, um, small little um, dry cleaners across that's on the edge of Chinatown, which is now a strong little mini city in itself within the heart of San Fran. You go to here because there's um the lady in there is um the old lady. She's not only is she a fellow um synth, as in she has synthetic parts. With her, it's more her legs have been replaced with like um two robotic legs. She lost them in a car accident.
Mm.
She's also one of the few dry cleaners. You go out of the way because other dry cleaners tend to give you a look when you walk in. You've actually there's one right near your place, your house, but they've refused out flat to serve you.
Didn't stop me from giving him a parking ticket.
Yeah, but they went to court and fought you on it.
They still lost.
Okay.
It was a fucking fire hydrant. You can't park like on a fire hydrant.
Um. Then you go to the grocery store. Things go smoothly until um you get to the produce section,
Mm-hmm.
and as you're walking down grabbing stuff, um, one little boy in a cart is staring at you, and he just starts to cry. As the mother looks over, her eyes sort of widen a little bit, and she quickly um, gives you this nasty look as she grabs her cart and pushes it away. you can hear her muttering to her kid, trying to calm him down.
So a regular Tuesday.
Regular Tuesday. And as you get to the counter checkout, you get um the guy who's checking you out is trying to be nice. He's trying to be friendly, but once in a while he slips. He's trying to make small talk at first, but you can tell he's one of those closeted bigots sort of things. Like he's asking you why you need all this. He's jokingly asking you why you need all this food if you're a robot, that sort of stuff.
I
Like it's
would politely, give a little smile and just make a joke, just trying to be friendly.
all right. And we're going to end as you get home. Um, and you get pulled into your driveway just at the same time Nick pulls in. And we end with you um, going up to Nick for a hug. The end. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, listeners, for listening. This has been a night of San Francisco by night.
Goodbye.